I'm also excited to see how Jackie's Terrorblade is going to fare as well. Mastros playing the Storm Spirit in the off lane to try and up his damage just a little bit with maybe a second level in Q. So they potentially offer a double stun. We could see this be a bit difficult for SMGs. Mastros though, as you see, the Boundless holds him back, but still Roger's in trouble. Be able to pick up first blood finally for Motivate, and Mid1 still trying to man fight here. Mastros doesn't have any mana in the tank, but Q also lacking it as well for the Earthspark. Finally, Mastros just getting enough for the Vortex, and yeah, our offlane Storm Spirit, why not pick up a double kill to start?
And Kunkka's not one of those guys that likes to build up into any kind of stats. You know, he's obviously got a couple of Ironwood branches. He might go into a wand, but braces aren't really the meta, so you don't get that.
Jackie! Just
wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, just a level 2 Void and only 1 point Stroke of Fate was enough to burst him down from afar. I don't think he had much of Metamorphosis left, but still getting a pretty valuable kill, which you wouldn't expect at the first daytime here for SMG. And top, the action continues as Rogi just protected thanks to the use of the Blood Riot. So Mastros not able to get the last little bit of damage in, but Mid1's still looking to try and find his Jingu stacks, and he's going to be cautious now because they've got the chain control. He still gets the Boundless off in the nick of time. Is it enough to keep it alive as Mastros will turn? So close to getting the kill before he dies, and Rogi should be able to scurry away, although the Earth Spike before the silence. Maybe he can get a neutral. Oh, never mind. He's stuck in. He still gets it. The Corsair 19 attack damage was enough to pick that up.
Yeah, the magic resist was, you know, not going to be good enough to be able to
Another one.
Another kill.
Another neutral. And now set 0. They've rotated in mid-1, and that's another kill picked up for SMG. What's oh,
I don't know what's going on down here. He had the Electric Vortex available before Mid1 was able to get off that Boundless with a Jingu Mastery, so he should have died a lot quicker, not had the damage come back out onto him.
Oh, Fearless, he cut the tree. They've got the rotations coming through. Let's see if the burst is enough through Conker's ultimate. Oh, great use of the Mischief from Mid1. Now we need some time to be able to stack up the Jingu. Let's see if the Ink Spot can provide that. Now Mid1's in fighting shape, and unfortunately for Fearless, he's not really at the moment. He can play around with the run buff. That's not enough. Now Mid1 even ultimate picked up, so he'll force the Lion to cancel the TP. But for Z0, he's kind of locked into his position. Unfortunately, with the Swashbuckle being on cooldown, there is no escape for the position 5, and simultaneously the top lane, Moon and Rogi paired up together can bring down the off-lane Storm Spirit. This is the nice thing about the hero. Like, wherever he gets lane farm, it feels like you just push someone out of the lane, which is a big reason on why we see the hero thrive. And
converging on Jackie.
He's just in no man's land pretty much. Early use of the Sunder, but instantly the Global Silence preventing any follow-up on the backline to keep Jackie alive, and he will end up ticking out to the Arcane Curse. And that's 5 early deaths on the Terrorblade, but still Motivate is a fan of the hand of Midas on the Silencer. We saw him go for the hero when they played the Elder Titan offlane, and they both picked up the Midas, so it looks like this is a build that he favors instead of some of the others potentially, so at least gives him a great way to scale into the late game as they're stalking set 0 on the tree line. Mid1 is going to drop down a very early ultimate. At least the Pengo can get out of range. They're taking quite a while to kill him. Now with the tier 2 glyph as well, with all the multi-shots coming into the fray, Mastros, he doesn't care about diving the Wukong with how much extra damage he has from the tower.
I really love that. You know, it's not going to save the tower at all, but I don't think you're going to be able to take out Jackie as well with that Metamorphosis freshly popped. And you were down in position 3 Storm Spirit.
That's a big kill if they can pick it up. So close to the Midas, and they will start to slow it down. Set0 might just be in range.
To pop it, though. Ooh, not yet, Jackie. Gotta get out of there, man.
It's in trouble. They've got the... Actually, no level in the Global Silence, so it's still on cooldown. But is Jackie tanky enough? He is not. And Motivate too late to be able to get there in time. I mean, it's with all the bursts they have through. They're still going to try and stick around here on Motivate. The Ruptures now expire, but Set0 doesn't really have much impact with the Rolling Thunder on cooldown, so they're going to look to try and target Roger, but even Mid1 looking to show up as well. Down to the southern side, Food KP battling out with just Q at the moment. Try and target down the line in the river, and KP having no way to be able to contest him, although a quick Hex gives him some distance, and now KP Gonna be a bit cautious. I don't think they've got the damage just with these heroes. Conker without that boat is a bit of an issue, but meanwhile Mastra, so that's a key component if they're able to bring him down. He's had a very, very solid start to this game, but it looks like with very little mana left to work with a stroke of fate, unfortunately get a clip from the creep, so there's no escape there. So they're hunting down KP top. It's taken them so long to bring down the Night Stalker. Now Jackie's in trouble, so bind it up. They're diving deep under the T1 tower, but they've got 4 heroes to be able to tank up with ease and recognizing Motivate. With their heroes down in their positioning up top, previously killing the Night Stalker, there was no way to be able to penalize.
I think he probably put like 2 points into it just for a little bit of extra Primal Spring slow value, considering how active he likes to get. But, you know, in that same vein, considering how active he likes to get, you do need more points in it now.
Mid one is the target. Mastros has used a lot of his mana at the moment, instantly laying down the Global Silence to protect mid one. He's just going to be able to answer the Storm Spirit. X back, it's not enough to keep the Storm alive. Setsira as well has to answer in his own TP, but there's nowhere to cancel. But it looks like mid one now, which has turned his attention to Q in the backline. If they can't deal with one of the supports, maybe they can get the secondary. Probably more important in the line, just trying to slow down the blink timing. And mid one will burst through him with ease. We've got to drop the Wukong because he saw Fearless TPing in. Unfortunately, no way to lock him inside the big ultimate. Meanwhile, by the triangle, oh, guess who? Jackie
Not
again.
again.
KP and Moon doing the dirty work, giving no opportunity for Jackie's Terrorblade to get any farm across the map.
Yeah, this is one of those games where you're like, well, guys, what do I have to do to try and find a little bit of farm for myself? It's just, he is target number 1, and Fearless, he's even going to get going on here as well.
Astro's going to be cautious. Chain
Series got the
lockdown's
finger.
bit lacking. They're really deep as well, but they still have this nighttime vision advantage. Rolling through Setsira. It's going to cut the fight in half. They'll still end up bringing down both supports here either side the line, along with the Bloodseeker. But now with the Soulbind once again, leashing 2 together. Going to try and target down Mastros. He can make it up on the high ground. SMG so unrelentless with their position. They don't want to give any breathing room to Motivate at all.
So he wasn't able to use it to save Masteros when he got Global Silence to the right of their outpost.
Jackie feels like he can fight. We're going to see if this is true or
that.
not. So well, that's probably not the fight he's looking to bring himself into, as they just leash them both together to set up beautifully for all the AoE abilities. And now they still don't care about the towers. We saw what happened previously with the multi-shot. Maybe it'll cause dividends here with the tier fight under the tower. The Storm Spirit getting brought incredibly low. He's going to look to turns, clean off the Night Stalker. Bloodseeker's the next target. It's a lot of commitment here for the fight from Motivate. It's all up to Mastros to be able to turn it back in their favor. With the Silence coming through with the chain control, it's enough. There's Moon, a monster killing streak, and he's up to 16 stacks now with the Silencer. Smoked up, looking to try and bring down KP underneath the T2 tower. This is not an easy task at all, especially with the BKB about to be delivered. It looks like they're potentially thinking about...
target.
Can they start? Can he get the Global Silence off as well? Moon, Illusion, gives him enough ample time. Now with the BKB pop, however, Mastros still at least able to zip himself back to safety. He's doing a decent job to be able to bring down the Silencer. So we're 1-for-1 to start the engagement. Mid one's used a very early ultimate, but now to the northern side, Conker is a bit split from the team, and unfortunately for Fearless, the BKB has already been expended as well. So he cannot just TP himself off to safety. As Radiant, it seemed like they were looking for a pick-off to lead into Roche, but...
You can see the Conjure image coming in here. It's going to scout it out. Will Storm Spirit TP in?
Alright, he's going to come.
Yeah, he's coming.
They're not doing pretty fast, and mid one's quite low. So as BKB, Jackie as well has got meta BKB. This could actually be a solid fight for Motivator's going to zip on in, try and target down the Monkey King, and they'll kill him off. And Roche is low. They might be able to target before Monkey gets back in the area. So KP's just going to brute force and charge in forward. Roche still not down just yet. Who's going to be able to snatch up the Aegis with the BKB's finally expiring? Mid one, can he get it? He can.
Where's the Sunder?
quicker fingers. Jackie, he doesn't get the clutch Sunder off. So the Terrorblade will fall once again. And a huge buyback from mid one allows him to snatch the grand prize of the Aegis. And they might also get some icing on top of that as well with getting Setsira.
Jackie, he just wasn't able to do it. You know, he had a Grimstroke Illusion chasing him as well as the Monkey King with that fresh BKB pickup. So even though he had to expend the buyback...
He's out of mana. Moon can cut off. They've got Fearless and Q nearby. They're going to try and target down the Silencer. They won't have a way to keep Storm alive, but at least they've got some damage to go through Moon. They're gonna be careful how long they stick around. It's just mid one currently. Or the X? Did Phyllis X himself? So he's in trouble now, Roger, still. Nowhere to cancel. They recognize this. They'll just try and chase the easier tug, which will be Q. Take him a bit. Not just a boundless. Still no stuns are available. Jackie's back alive. Mid one's incredibly deep and BKB up in a couple seconds. Jackie's actually going to be cautious now. Oh, what a chaotic game. Are they thinking about going back in? Hang on. You got 4 heroes on Dire.
I don't know if you can do it without Storm. They're gonna
Just
try.
instant BKB. A complete waste of the Rolling Thunder. And without any metamorphosis for Jackie, the damage, it's just not there in the arsenal. They'll try and target down Fearless, recognizing the BKB's on cooldown, and without the boat to give him some of the survivability, Fearless will fall, and they're still also hunting the Terrorblade. Arthur and Roger just both supports, locking no escapability. Now Masaros is committed as well, 1 by 1. The chain feed from Motivated SMG running a rampant.
I'm not sure what they're doing there. I mean, like I said before, I feel like you need Masaros there to be able to contest that, and, you know, the mid tower, it was healthy. You know, you could have tried to play a little bit defensively.
Masaros? Finger of Death isn't enough to be able to burst him down. BKB still good at mid one. Has it back up to full? Arfu's Aghanim Shard kills mid one to such a high regard that they don't even burst him at all.
Obviously, Moon, he's been focused down a couple of times now, so he's got the Blast Rig that's going to provide him with a little bit of extra survivability. Even, like I said before, look at that. Look at how much damage he's able to dish out now. He can wave clear, even as this Silencer, who's notoriously weak at doing so. Gonna try and kill mid one here with the use of the Aghanim Shard.
He's still got the Ages. I don't think you're killing mid one. Maybe the tower will do it. First life taken care of. He's got BKB, Wukong's as well. Let's see if he can get anything off. The chain lockdown's perfect. There's the Earth Spike. There's the control. Mid one will fall. He's down for a long time as well. That's a dieback previously. They're going to look to try and transition for Arfu, pivoting to deal with the backline, but it's just Masaros at the moment. Dive's done a pretty good job to cut the fight. Maybe to minimize the losses here. Unfortunately with KP, with the BKB expiring, they can drag him back with the X. Still lacking the control thanks to the free pathing. They'll try and clean off Rogi.
He's so fast, man. Oh.
Wait.
You don't go for the loop.
Rogi?
Rogi?
KP's in trouble. Alright, KP's gonna fall. No way they...
Oh.
Jackie? Oh, Roger's still near... But... Rogi!
What are you doing, man?
They don't have... Is there any way they're looking to deal with that as the game goes on? Satanic next item for Monkey. Masaros is pretty far up. He himself has a BKB TP.
Oh, the global, nice.
Try and prevent that. Great use of the ultimate and KP in mid one. That's kill for them. Of course, they get some assistance across the map, but Jackie might add to an extra death. He's very survivable with the items that he's going for. Super defensive. Satanic as well, next item. So continuing with the trend that he's got. They got the water, the high ground. Mid one, initial stun. See if the chain lockdown's going to be perfect. They don't drag him out of the boat, but still mid one and able to get the BKB. Wukong's, is the extra armor going to be enough, or just Jackie have all the damage to be able to rip through him? It looks like it is at the moment. The Global Silence a little bit too late. That's a big kill to find, but still Motivate. They're losing a couple heroes simultaneously across the fight. As Arfu will fall, so we're 2 for 2, but it looks like Motivate be able to at least scurry out ahead in the team fight, cleaning off the Grimstroke. I say that though, but Moon and KP still off the outskirts. Will find Masaros, Jackie.
Moon's deadly here. He's got a lot of stolen intelligence.
Gotta be careful here.
Matches up though.
Looks like they're actually just gonna look to retreat away. KP's got BKB into the TP. Just gonna look for the blink in a couple seconds. We'll make it, but now Moon, they've cancelled his own with Reflection. Cannot for a Shadow Blade. Q a little bit behind, and he doesn't have any detection as well. Meta's out actually. BKB Meta still on cooldown. Oh, can he get the Sunder off? Reinforcements are coming through. It's just a Panko. Is the silence going to be long enough, or can he get the Sunder? Jackie needs it. One more second. He's going to end up falling.
The last word ended up proccing. That's what ended up killing, right?
Now KP.
He's gone for more.
More blood. He'll find it. The Night Stalker hunting in the night. A 5 wipe here from Motivate. Motivate looking to bring the fight. So they're going to smoke up. And Dive got
Perfect position.
firm control. Find an angle at the moment on Motivate. It's
Moon's
not
25.
an easy way to start the fight.
Oh, he's got the arcane rune as well. This is huge.
Oh god. Not the last word mutes. They're gonna be cautious.
I'm pretty sure
Smoke's gonna
that's
pop
permanent.
mid one. He's gonna drop the Wukongs early. So they won't have this. Oh man, KP, what a silence
They're
in the
all
tree
grouped.
line. Jackie, and able to get the items off, but Jackie's just getting completely kited. Hasn't been able to lock onto a hero at all. They're gonna turn, try and deal with mid one, but still with the BKB. He hasn't used the Satanic yet as well, so Jackie needs help. He's just not right-clicking anyone. It's Motivated, just crumbling in the team fight. Fearless will look to provide a little bit of space for the Torrent Storm still, but they got the chain silence, and Jackie can't get the Sunder. It can't escape.
I'm pretty sure Moon didn't get a single right click off at the starting part of that team fighting.
Not only that, just the effect that it can do against nullifying items, just not giving them an opportunity to even use them. It's gonna try
Done it
and
again.
fountain dive poor old Q as well.
Radiant's middle
Oh,
tower
man.
has fallen.
It's a tough life.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Just give him more intel. Oh, Q, Jackie's gonna have to buy back, but
Oh, poor
Meta on
Lions.
cooldown, man. SMG, what a performance. They're gonna have to call it quits before the throne blows up, but it will not be before all of their heroes crumble in the fountain.
Very nicely done. Being able to punish this Terrorblade, and honestly, it seemed like a nice outdraft there, coming from SMG with the last pick Silencer. I thought they played it to absolute perfection. I do not want to see this Pangolier being picked up when a Bloodseeker is available. Period. They're going to run into Masaros up here. What's the vision like? They can't see him. They finally do. Slow. Is it enough? Yes, it is.
Poor Masteros, it's a tough life to be living. Giving up first blood this early, and it's also Moon to claim it
Especially
as
the
well,
Moon.
so that's making it even worse. And
And, you know, Q's one of those heroes that, again, Enchantress, for the longest time, and honestly, it still is one of the best laning heroes in the game. Just being able to consistently put out some harass onto KP so that, again, Jackie has a good start. The kill on the top side, and Afu might be in a little bit of trouble here. He actually gets the shield crash removed as well. That's one of the other factors, that it's
Cool.
dispellable. So suddenly, your 30% damage reduction when it hits onto 2, sorry, not that effective. Really getting maximum value out of that Observer Ward that's just died to the south of the outpost there. It was up on the cliff, so very unconventional spot.
Fearless, first ulti of the game committed. And he'll find a kill on the Pangolier. Looks like he was just taking a measly old
Ivan up
stack.
top.
Oh, that's rotation early from Moon as well. We're seeing his own 6 come into fruition, and he's also going to look to get involved, cleaning off mass shots. So transition this into set 0 as well. So Moon already a killing spree, and I love how active he just got up. Really wasn't anticipating the Wyvern to make this movement early, but
Tower's still healing as well. Luckily enough, they were able to tank up the creep wave enough that the siege creep's still alive. But this is the downside of having the mid Wyvern. You don't want to put any points into the Cold Embrace, whereas it's so effective.
middle lane, Q. Rupture, you'll at least get out of range of the Elder Titan ultimate, but Radiant have
Dire's middle tower is
forced them
under attack.
away from the bottom tower, and actually Q, he's gonna tank through it all. He's already got an Ogre Axe for the Enchantress. What? Would not expect how tanky Q would be at this stage of the game. Simultaneously, we do see the Vengeful Spirit now falling top. That's a solo kill for Moon.
Are fought-
The Blink Dagger on the Pangolier and perhaps get some chain lockdown onto the key heroes, then, you know, I feel like SMG are still in a pretty decent spot.
Masteros,
Ross, he's so close.
fortunately for
Dire's
him,
middle tower is
it's going to be
under
even further away now. A smoke from SMG, looking to reveal the Blink Dagger, and they'll transition that into a successful kill. So again, Masteros, you're farming pretty aggressively up top, but if Radiant can take the tower top at a rate where maybe they can get down to bottom and look to defend, and well, in fact, Masteros is already trying to set up. They've got a really strong ward on the high ground that's scouting out a lot of the positioning, unfortunately for Q. is going to be the initial target. We're leading with the Rolling Thunder, and when the Enchantress relatively tanky, but when they drop all their ultimates to bring her down, they'll do so with ease. But here we go. There's the rotation. Set zero gets the overgrowth off. Great dodge from mid one, however, but they're still going to try and target the high ground. A boat to fly will clean off Rogi, but it's a 2-for-1. It's motivated now. Can they find anything more out of this? They look to transition. Mid one, drag back. A beautiful doppel once again, and mid one not out to safety. Mastros will swap him back into the grasping hands. Unfortunately, the curse is a little bit too late, but still, does he have the target for the Sunder? Jackie, this game, he'll get it off just fast enough. Again, it's just showing how poor of a siege SMG have. I was saying maybe they could do it fast with the catapult, but oh, KP, man, he's trying to get any little farm he can get. But Motivate gonna make sure there's no opportunity. Is this Roche? They had Arcane previously for Jackie. Maxed out Vengeance Aura already to amplify Terrorblade's damage.
Maybe look to find set zero here. I mean, it's a kill, but I would much rather taking Roche as the overgrowth is just, man, heavy commitment coming through here from Moon.
This is zero contention now with all these ultimates drop down bottom, so a free age is picked up for Jackie. They're going to look to just farm with it for a period of time. Mastro's going to be pretty cautious. Can they even get the kill though with no Thunder and Curse? Oh, now with mid one they can. Has Conquer up to the northern side. See if this damage mitigation is going to be enough thanks to the swap, and unfortunately Mastro is still going to end up falling. If you take some time, like you can kind of tell, but in the middle of a fight, it's definitely not as easy to pick up.
Well, they're going for the swap onto Rogi, perhaps, as Masterosi respawns, gets the second wave of terror off, of course. Why not?
Top lane, Q. It's pretty beefy. Can kind of work against him here with all the percent damage that Moon's got. Great sidestep on the curse from Fearless means he can continue to chain control and stop the damage that Moon has at the moment. It's going to cost him his life eventually, as even Jackie. It's just a question of who wants to kill. Fearless will find it thanks to the Tidebringer. I believe someone did lose the Courier, or they even found Arthur as well, so Set Zero cutting off the retreat. Just got a little bit of distance and some team up on the higher grounds. Mid one did just complete the Aghanim shard, so we'll see how this is going to come into play with the consistent spam of the illusions now.
Radiant's bottom
Moon
tower
has his Aghanim Scepter. It's 5 gold away.
Well, they saw his positioning thanks to the Observable Ward. So that TP's not going to come into play. A huge mistake there for Moon, unfortunately. They've got SMG beelining it to the area. He's going to try and make as much time as possible here with the curse, but it's not enough as SMG too late to protect their position too. But can they still take the fight though? Mid one is going to try and target down the support. Set Zero the first target. Who's the second one they can kill off? It will be Mastros. Now the Enchantress as well, as mid one just pivoting to kill off Q. A great start here from SMGs. They're looking to bring this back into their favor. We're still seeing how difficult it is to kill off the Phantom Lancer, but now with the Radiance and the Cleave doing work, should finally see the real PL, but mid one protected thanks to Arfu, pretty much just cutting the fight in half. A little bit difficult now to close the distance, but we do see this PL as big issues. Do you feel like the Ags for KP is really going to change how the game has been looking for the ET, or is he still going to need like another item to really enable him?
No, I think it's going to be enough, because like the kill score is SMG favored, right? And KP has been part of basically none of them, outside of throwing out an Earth Splitter if he was in the area.
Bottom lane, we got to charge up. Nice blink away from... But Arfu's still hunting. Swap Fearless pops the BKB, so a little bit of miscommunication. Maybe didn't need to use the magic immunity there, but they'll drag back Moon. Still great time in the cold embrace. Got to be careful if they clump up for a curse. As Moon's looking for the angle in, they'll chuck out the Earth Splitter as well, but Fearless
KP's
now
here.
the priority. Let's see what KP can really do with the fresh Aghanims. Trying to chunk him down at the moment. They're kiting him to a decent level. Fearless somehow keeping his life with the mischance for the Radiance, but still, it's a free fight for mid one. As simultaneously in the lane, he can just clean off all the other components of the draft for Motivate. Now they can go back for Jackie. He can't find the real Phantom Lancer. It's going to take him so much time, so he has to attempt a TP out. He'll just make it. But SMG feel like they are finally online. And yeah, he does have the Ag Scepter, and it looks like Refresher. Oh, back into the blink. Okay, never mind.
Right. Does he have a... He's got the BKB on Fearless. 7 seconds, so somewhat healthy.
Masteros.
Masteros.
Peculiar position.
One.
I guess they're happy to maybe blow his life because they know that he's got the illusion, but I don't think they can protect it now. So Mastros is gone for 50. And Roshan's up as well. They're also going to catch out Fearless, who can pop the BKB, but through the chain lockdown is goddamn perfect. They won't give him an opportunity at all, as Fearless will just get ripped apart. Oh, what a play from Mr. Old Fu, and now mid one as well. Looking to add more salt to the wound, as they've shown time and time again there's no answer to Phantom Lancer, so he can just dive deep underneath the tier 2 tower and claim the triple.
Radiant's middle tower is
And free Broche for them. This is Aghanim shot as well. Has Tree got a blink? He does. I believe they've just caught some vision of him. So Setsuro can't look for a counterplay there. They're going to be cautious though on Q.
I want to see them give this shard over to KP. I feel like he's the best person to pick it up.
Come on, Sprites.
Poor Rupture forced the last second.
Dire's bottom tower.
This Pangolier, man. It feels like Arthur's so farm too. He's done an incredible job this game. He's almost found Setsuro in his little hiding hole. So who got the shot?
Mid one's still holding on to it. So even though he's already bought up the other one himself, yeah, the ping started to come out there as well, saying, "Hey, where's my shot?" But it's exactly what you need, right? It feels like he's still somewhat vulnerable when he's using his Echo Stomp and then having to walk up to the team fight to deal the damage.
Almost in the same spot as previously. This time he's got some backup, Setsuro. So they're going to find Moon with the overgrowth, but if they can burst him down from 4 to 0, but Moon just escapes the help of the haste, and now they can look to reset. They're trying to target down Mastros' illusion, and feels like another wasted life here from the position 3. And Fearless himself also has to pop a BKB and just hopes that he can get back to safety. Is the timing perfect? It doesn't even matter. This Moon, he's got the answer. It's not going to be the long duration of the curse, but all they needed was one way to stop the TP, and they've got that. And a Jackie too. It's another BKB wasted. Small things, but maybe SMG now can poke the high ground. Mid one level 25, Doppel cooldown. Arthur's even just kind of make sure they're not looking to instantly jump in with that high ground. And you see, they're going to kind of bring everyone to right click it, even KP.
Swap him? Oh, they even put the Lotus Orb onto him. Very nicely done there.
Well, Mastros will swap now, but another life just getting fed away, and KP's going to rip him apart. They're on top of Jackie. Early use of the Sun to the mana corner. The health about to be gone as well. Jackie, goodbye on the Terrorblade, and goodbye on Q as well. SMG hit their timings, and they hit him in stride. Now time for the tier 4 towers. I mean, you got a buyback, it doesn't matter. Meta's on cooldown. I don't know if they've got an answer. Luckily enough, Fearless is up in a couple of seconds.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
He's just trying to style a little bit here, getting the Yasha and Kaya out, just for that little bit of extra movement speed, even cursing them inside their own fountain.
So much damage. Well, Fearless, here's the attempt. We'll see what they can do. Moon's in trouble here. Lotus Cod Embrace isn't enough. They don't have the magic damage. Moon will fall. Now it's all up to mid one. The PL show, but you still see, man, they don't have a way to go through mid one. He's so beefy. He's got so much damage. He'll just chunk through Fearless, and now Arfu as well. The U-turn back on the Terrorblade, blocking out the retreat into the fountain. That's a dieback for your Terrorblade. Now it's time to fountain dive as well as SMG. End it with the rampage, and they'll take the series 2 to 0.
Not forgetting dropping the Alliance is that balanced inside their own fountain. SMG, everything that was good about their draft, they executed perfectly. Unfortunately for Motivate, they weren't able to take enough out of the map